Hey swim fans, Ethan here with Royal Pools and G2 Outdoor Design. So you decided this is the year. You're getting your in-ground pool and now you're looking into all the accessories and options. You've come across the magic of an autocover. This is arguably a swimming pool project's most valuable accessory for a number of reasons. In brief, an automatic pool cover has a ton of benefits, from safety to saving you money after your initial investment. But today we're specifically covering how much an auto cover is going to cost you and the factors that drive that cost. Let's get into it. Before we move on, it's important for you to hit that subscribe button for this channel. It's right down there. It turns really cool colors and shoots confetti. I bet you're going to love that. As for the like button, do not click that button. And check us out on our other social media channels. We appreciate it. All right, let's cut to the chase. On average, automatic pool covers range from $12,000 to $22,000. Keep in mind there are different types of covers for swimming pools. In this case, we're talking automatic, where you can simply push a button and watch the cover glide across the water. Easy breezy cover pool. Anyway, manual safety covers. These are labor intensive and this is not the cover we're talking about. They're secured to your pool decking with metal anchors. Today, we're talking about automatic. Push a button, nice and simple. So, the price. Were you expecting that, or was that a complete surprise? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Honestly, most people are a little taken back by this information initially until they really dive into all the benefits of having an auto cover. With an average cost of $12,000 to $22,000, let's talk about what drives that cost just so you can get a little bit more insight and hone in on what it might cost you for your pool project. There are three main factors that come into play when considering the cost of an auto cover. And those are the product itself, the pool type you have, and the region you live in. Let's start with the product. When considering an auto cover, some manufacturers have different grades of quality with their systems. For example, the popular brand CoverStar. You can get the standard cover package they offer, being the CS3000, which will cost less than their premium cover system, the Eclipse. This is also true with cover materials from brands and their lead bars. That's the bar that leads the cover across your pool water surface. And even the housing unit lids. Again, let's use CoverStar as an example. You can get a standard material such as a DuraGuard material and a premium material such as the UltraGuard. You can also get a standard lead bar and a heavy-duty lead bar, and so on and so forth. So it's important to know what tier of quality your builder is installing with your pool, because these factors can sometimes add as much as $2,000 from a standard product to a premium. Now, the second factor that can change your cover price would be the pool type you want. This is very important. Are you going to go for a rectangular pool or a shaped pool? This has to do with the style of tracking the cover needs to cover your pool for functionality purposes and which look you prefer. Auto covers come with three different track types: a top track style, a recessed track style, and finally an under track style. Starting with the top track styles, this is a very popular option on pools that are shaped. With this style, the track gets tapped onto the surface of the pool deck, allowing the cover to rest on top of the concrete wider than the pool, helping to cover a shaped pool. As far as cost goes, this tracking style is cheaper and fairly simple to install, so cost doesn't really play a factor here. You just have to like the fact that you'll have the tracks installed on top of the surface of your pool deck. Now, let's move on to the recessed track style. Recessed tracks, similar to the top tracks, are also great to use for shaped pools. The major difference is recessed tracks are set before installing your preferred decking. This means the tracks will be set within your decking instead of on your decking. So if your decking was concrete, the concrete would be poured around the tracking. When it comes to cost, labor will typically cost you more with this style. This setup requires time, as you must set the tracks to proper height before the deck is installed. If you're installing a concrete deck, the concrete finishers may also charge more, as the tracks become a major obstacle for them as the concrete gets poured around the pool. This track style can increase the project anywhere from $500 to $1,200 more. Last but not least, let's talk about underside tracks. Underside tracks are huge here in the Midwest, as we install tons on rectangular pools. This track style is the recommended install for rectangles, as the track is tapped onto the top of the pool and concrete is poured over it. So the track is essentially hidden and a lot less noticeable than the previous track styles we talked about earlier. Unlike the top track or recessed track, the track is not visible from the surface. Typically, when installed with the cover manufacturer's coping, this track is done free of upcharge. But if you're looking for a higher end concrete coping finish, such as a chiseled concrete edge, special forms are required to be installed that may increase the cost around $800 or so. Now, let's talk about the third and final cost driving factor with autocovers. This is your region of the country you live in. This one seems a little bit obvious, but it stands true with any construction project. Someone who lives in the Midwest may not pay as much for an autocover as someone out on the West Coast. It really just depends on the economics of the specific region. All right, folks, there it is. The cost of an autocover and the factors that drive that cost. As always, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to address, drop us a note in the comment section below. We hope to see you in the next one.